Sound has a silent power to compel everything around it, and photographer Jordan Lee Garbutt captured this phenomenon in his latest exhibition, The Power of Sound, and I have the honor to sit with the mastermind with one of the most compelling showcases or exhibitions in the Mother City. Thanks so much, Jordan.
Great, thank you so much for having me.
When did you decide that this is a passion that you want to pursue?
Almost immediately. It was something I hadn't really dabbled in before at all, and once I started, within a week, I knew that this is what I wanted to do with my life. I could really feel it within me, like to my core, that this was what I had to do. So in that whole experience and knowing straight away that I wanted to do, I just dived into it and I haven't looked back since.
And I know you went to study photography in KwaZulu-Natal.
At that time, I thought that's the route that I should go and what I needed. And looking back, it's what I shouldn't have done. What I should have done is just go straight away into a system. That's by far the best way you do it. Because it's real life hands-on experience. It's not just someone teaching you in the classroom. And the problem with half these people teaching you in the classroom is that they don't have real life experience. They haven't been in the field. They're teaching you of textbooks and what they think is the right answer to everything. The problem is, I feel with teaching these days is that they teach us how to survive as photographers and not thrive. They're teaching us how to do weddings, family portraits, all that kind of the bottom end, well, I shouldn't really say that, the bottom end, the low spectrum and scale, which does, obviously people live with that and it's a great way, it's an easy way to make a living. But if you want to be more conceptual and really push yourself, I'd rather suggest that people go to a fine art school and really learn everything behind an image, because that's what's really more important. Once you get over all the technicalities and you start finding out your style and what you're drawn to, then it's putting everything else behind the image that makes it a lot more compelling.
I think you're doing exactly that with your exhibition, The Power of Sound. People talking about it, it's a really interesting concept. Tell us a bit more about why you decided to do an exhibition in this style.
Well, it all happened very organically. So Martin Kulmus is the guy that originally did the Paint with the Speaker series, and his was a visual representation of popular music. So when I started trying to learn how to do it, because it was something so different that people hadn't done before, I really tried all these different angles and new ways of trying to tackle something that no one had done before. I mean, I started this in my garage, okay? So floorboards were horrible, and it was cold, dingy, broken down garage, and off I started on this journey, starting with very basic equipment and just exploring. And as I started putting each piece together and realizing what worked and what didn't, I realized that there was only so much I could control, and then the rest was just up to the universe or whatever was produced. So I could control the sound frequencies, the intensity of them, my lighting, and my color palettes, how much paint I put on the speaker. And from that birthed the whole idea of universal variability, that one action that person takes is not equal to another person. It's just because of everything else that's attached to a personal being and the situations. So in that whole idea, it took forever to come through, and once it started I went, okay, that's kind of where this is going, and I had to learn to let it go, because often as photographers, and especially me being like I'm quite a technical geek, I love perfection and being able to do something the best, and for me to let go of, okay, this is, you can only do so much, and then the rest is up to what happens.
Yeah. You also accompany your images with poetic narratives. Why did you decide to do that, and why did you decide to collaborate in the form of poetry?
Well, looking at the whole project entirely, each piece had a different meaning behind it and a different visual representation, and for people to kind of, if you don't know what you're looking for, it's kind of hard to see that, or if you're not going to art galleries all the time, you're not visually as literate, it can be quite hard to let your mind drift into these places. So when I looked at the whole project, I lived with the writer who I collaborated with, and we started speaking, and we had really similar points of views on images. There was this mixture of him and I that just was the perfect amount to collaborate with. And then he brought his own ideologies and past experiences into the poetry, which I believe lets their mind start to wonder. And then once they read and look at the image, then more starts to come out because they go, okay, that's where it's kind of gone.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at the image in a completely different way. So I think the poetry and the images on their own are very good projects, but together they create something much, much more powerful.
When you speak about your photography in the exhibition, I can just see your exceeding passion. You've been doing photography, as I mentioned, for a few years. What advice would you give young photographers or a younger you before you knew everything that you know now?
Assist, be humble, work hard, and trust yourself. You're going to go through a lot of ups and downs. There are days where you're going to look at everything that you've done and just hate it from start to finish. But it's all a learning curve, and you mustn't treat this as I need to get to the end result as fast as possible. It's a journey, and you have to open yourself up to new experiences and really push yourself in every manner to really grow. And photography right now is evolving faster than any other art medium, I believe. So we need to think, well, that works in the past, will it work in the future? And how can I apply what I've learned into what I see and envision?
Well, absolutely fantastic. Where can we check your exhibition? I know it's running until middle of August in Cape Town, then you're heading over to Johannesburg.
Yes, heading over to Johannesburg. We're just busy securing a gallery over there at the moment. And then we'll be heading over to Dubai and Singapore afterwards. So it's a lot of growth happening and things happening really quickly, which is fun and exciting, but stressful, but it's good. It's the right amount of stress, I should say.
Well, it's always great for the WeCan24 team to see people living up their passion and thriving while they're doing exactly that.
Thank you so much.
There you have it. Be sure to check it out. It's really fantastic images. It's going to make you think a bit. Also be sure to keep us close on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and our website www.wecan24.co.za.